What's going on, y'all? It's Sunday night, June 22nd, about to be 10 p.m. And I made a promise to myself that I was gonna document everything, my thoughts, how I was feeling, right? No matter what, even if it kind of sucked, and even if it was, um, kind of uncomfortable to talk about. And this is kind of like uncomfortable for me, just talking about the way I feel, especially when it's not great, um, to a camera. But I don't know. I've just kind of been with my thoughts like the last hour or so. And I know I'm overthinking, um, but there's this thing in the back of my mind. And it's the same exact feeling when I had when I first started appointment setting about a year ago. It was this overwhelming feeling of anxiety, and it was like it just kind of hit me. And like when it happened to me a year ago, I know this is not really making sense right now, but like a year ago when I first started, when I was appointment setting, we had a webinar. It was the first like ever thing I did that I like had an opportunity to like make actually good money. It was a webinar, and I was DM setting, and I had to downsell, and like there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I remember it vividly. I was in the hotel room for my sister's grad school graduation, and my parents and my sister, right, we were in Fort Lauderdale, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go like to dinner." I think they went to some Italian place, but I remember it vividly. I was like, "No, like I can't. I'm gonna stay here." Like I was locked in on my work, and like that was like the first opportunity I had to make money. Um, and I kind of feel better talking about this now. Like everything's kind of like I'm good now. But basically, I remember it so vividly because they left, right, and I couldn't figure out like on ManyChat how to set up this certain automation that I wanted, and the webinar was like mid going on, um, and I just got this overwhelming sense of anxiety because I felt like I couldn't figure out what I needed to in the moment, and I felt like I couldn't. I was doubting myself, and I was so anxious, in this wave of like this like panic attack came over me, and I was like, why am I even doing this? Like, is this gonna work out? Like, there was so much uncertainty and doubt and fear, and I was like fucking, I'm not afraid to admit it, like I was like bawling my eyes out. I was so scared and sad and like so confused, and like I was like, my sister's graduating, my parents are at dinner. I just like I'm sitting here in the hotel room like on a fucking laptop trying to figure this shit the fuck out. And it's weird. The reason I bring this up is because I just had this like overwhelming sense of a similar feeling for the past like hour or two. And it's weird because I'm starting like a completely new game in insurance, right? It's still sales, right? So obviously I have sales experience, but I'm starting from ground zero. Like I have to prove myself again. I have to prove to myself that like I can be a top dog, and like I'm in the trenches right now. And like the reason that I even switched paths in the first place is obviously a shit ton of money. I just posted a video on why I switched, but like on a deeper level, I wanted to kind of like prove to myself that I could get through any adversity and any mountains that God puts in front of me with my faith and trust in God, and with my willpower and my determination and my commitment. Like I know I can do anything, right? Even if I'm confused, uncertain, sad, right, doubting myself, and anxious, like. And I just got deja vu of that feeling that I had in the hotel room a year ago, where I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I left high ticket a month ago to pursue something new that wasn't guaranteed, that I didn't know anyone, that I'm literally starting from ground zero when I had a lot of shit kind of set up for me. And specifically, like, I got this feeling just now because I was like, oh my gosh, like, is this going to work out? And it's so it's so it gives me so much peace of mind to know that this is a normal feeling that people face, especially in business, right? My girlfriend's going through PA school right now and she feels the same exact way every single day. It's like a normal feeling to have. And what I've realized is like this is like the second time I kind of had like a little bit of an overwhelming sense of like anxiety and panic, and that doesn't happen to me often. I'm a fairly confident, certain in myself, decisions, type of person, and I don't feel this very often. And I just got this like overwhelming sense of anxiety, and I know I kind of keep repeating myself, but like what I'm trying to get the point across is that like it gave me peace of mind knowing that I felt this before and this wasn't the first time. And I felt like it's weird because I had so much doubt the first time and I didn't give up, right? By the grace of God, like whatever it was, I didn't give up the first time around a year ago. And like knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel and seeing from where I was to where I got to, right? Knowing that like I'm starting in a new industry, I have a bit of uncertainty, like knowing that if I just stick it out long enough to see the light at the end of the tunnel, like it's gonna pay off. And it's just crazy to think that I've been here before. And I know that feeling this way, like it's a normal feeling when you're starting something new. And I guess I just wanted to kind of like film this to, I guess, document like where my head's at and my thoughts. And it's because I want to look back on this and be like, damn, like I remember vividly. I literally just moved my apartment around. So, like, before I had like the coffee table here, I literally moved everything and put my desk in the corner so I can have a cool background and like literally just this be a workspace. Like, this isn't even a living space. Like, I'm never going to use the TV and couch for the next month because I'm going to be so locked in. And like, it's even setting up my light and shit. Like, I'm literally setting up my desk in the corner, right, just to have a cool background and like a plant and a bookshelf. And like, it's it's just I feel a lot better now that I'm talking to the camera and like talking through it and like knowing that I was so caught up in my thoughts for the past like hour or two. I just feel a lot better and I feel a sense of relief now that, you know, praying and just remembering that I've been in this situation before. And if I just have faith and I just, trust in myself and trust in God and trust in the plan and trust in, my decisions, like it's all going to work out. But it is scary to think about, like, none of this shit's guaranteed. I went from being a top dog in a one space in one industry to being completely ground zero and having to prove myself. And I'm honestly so hyped and so excited for the challenge and for the adversity that I'm gonna face and the growth and the progress. Like, I'm all excited for it. But I guess I just wanted to kind of come on and like speak about the way I was feeling and where my head's at, because I do want to document my thoughts more and document like the process, because that's one thing that I regret that I didn't do. with my journey in info and high tickets. So um, I know that this is only temporary, like this little bit of stress and anxiety that I have. I honestly do feel a lot better now. But yeah, I've been here before, and I might have repeated myself a lot. I might have just rambled in this, but um, yeah, with the uncertainty and doubt, and I don't feel like I have that right this second anymore. But I did have that for the past hour or two, like the uncertainty and the doubt and the fear of like this not working out, and then I remembered who the fuck I am. Like I remembered I'm Jacob fucking Shero. Like I can literally do anything I want to, and I know I'm gonna lock the fuck in. I know I'm gonna be a dog. I know I'm gonna become a top producer, a top agent, a top leader. Like I know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time and faith and work and determination and commitment and just fucking grit. So I'm about to honestly take a warm shower and just like get into bed and just pray and honestly go to sleep and just wake up, with gratitude in the morning, like that I'm in the position I am and to be able to even do this, and just remember all that I have and all that I've done, and just have peace of mind knowing that like I'm gonna be good. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed me just kind of like brain dumping and telling you guys how I feel and the thoughts, because social media is really fucked nowadays, to just be completely honest. Like everyone just posts the wins, no one sees the lows, and no one sees the darkness behind the scenes, because everything's not sunshine and rainbows. Whether you have $1 million in your bank account, you still have problems, right? No one is perfect, and money doesn't solve the internal shit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I bet some of you guys can relate this too. But um, the main takeaway, I guess, or lesson is like, even through doubt and uncertainty, like nothing is truly as bad as it seems, and overthinking will push you in the grave. So um, yeah, all I gotta say is that I know there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's literally I literally made my first sale on insurance yesterday. It's literally the second day I'm selling, and like I just had this overwhelming panic attack, and it was the same exact thing that happened a year ago. So it's like it's like weird to think like it gives me peace of mind. And it gives me reassurance. That's the word I was looking for. It gives me reassurance that I've been here before, and I'm gonna be good. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. That's all that I kind of wanted to like just express my thoughts to the camera. And yeah, all I gotta say is I'm excited for what's to come. What's to come. The best is yet to come. God is great, and I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon.